are back with another one. 245 Sports, myself, Dens, and SB. No L Caps today. How you doing, SB?
Shout out to El Caps. We miss him. But I'm good, man. It's been a great weekend. Great weather. What more can I ask for?
Boy, boy, terrible weekend, man. Nah, the weekend was terrible. But yeah, another weekend. We're gonna get into that because I got some things to say, man. But yeah, another week of Premier League action. Let's get straight into it. Let's start with the big one. Sunday's game. Arsenal Man U at the Emirates. Arsenal came out on top 3-1. What were your thoughts on the game?
Um, when it's United, I'm always nervous as an Arsenal fan. I'm always nervous, even though I think we're the better team. We're better than you guys last year. I think we're better than you right now, currently, especially for. I think you got a few, but you got actually a lot of injuries right now. And yeah, I felt like going into it confident, happy to see Zinchenko back. Um, yeah, the team selection for me was fine. I was confident in going into it. What do you think of the selection on your end? Would you like to see Hoyland start?
Nah, I'm
Mm.
fine with this Martial starting. I don't with the injuries. I don't think there's much else you can do. Yeah, Lindelof. Not much else you can do. Yeah, midfield. Not much else you can do. Yeah, Martial up front. We needed a focal point. We've seen now that Rashford, obviously, his best position is on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was happy with the starting lineup. That's about it. And the first 15, 20 minutes, it wasn't. We didn't play our best football, but it was to be expected. Counter attack. You know, we've been hearing about Ten Hag saying that he wants Man U to be the best team in transition, and you saw that in the first goal. Good counter,
Yeah, yeah,
direct, quick passing, and then Rashford just done his thing. Shout out to Rashford.
yeah. That's why I don't really like it when people get onto Rashford because Rashford he makes something out of nothing. He can take one kick upfield from your deep block and turn it into a goal by himself. Not many players in the whole world can do that. I'll say like him, Vinicius Junior, Rafael Leao, maybe. That's about it. I can do it from that position. So Rashford does what he does. He's always good. I think he can do Ben White easy. Ben White that's like a kryptonite. Rashford, and he wasn't close enough, and it is what it is. And that's and if you notice in that game, we didn't press that much. Allowed you to have the ball, we allowed Nana to have the ball, we allowed Sancho to have the ball, Lindelof, because we didn't want to get counted on that much. And the one opportunity you get, you score, and that's how good Rashford is.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a great point because with the pressing, one man out of position, two quick passes, and you can put Rashford through and go on. It can be deadly. We saw that with the first goal, like I said. Good finish, yeah. I wasn't expecting a vintage performance or like just balling out, dominating Arsenal at the Emirates. That's not going to happen right now. So yeah, I was happy with the start and then straight after. That's amateurish, man. We can't
Yeah,
be doing that.
but
Cannot
it
be.
felt like if we needed a goal, I thought we could have gone and went for it and got it. And I think when we our backs were against the wall, we kind of got it. And I understood why we didn't just go all out for it because we leave ourselves exposed to what Man United's strengths are. So I feel like overall, it was a measured performance, and I don't think like how to explain it. I think that was the game plan to take our chances and not be too open at the back. And I think obviously overall it worked.
Yeah, like you're saying, like last week we were saying how Man City they slowly strangled their team.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that with Arsenal. You don't need to do anything stupid because Arsenal are the better team right now. So and Man United are not, especially away from home, defensively not good. So eventually you're going to get chances, and Arsenal took their chances.
Man United though, like because I feel like I don't want to say Ten Hag's not a good coach. I think he is a good coach. You can see what he's trying to do. You can see you can see what he's trying to do in build up. I feel like what he's bad at is picking players and picking players to buy. Because Onana is a step in one direction, but Casemiro, Bruno, and Eriksen Mount are in another direction. And also Anthony, Martial, and Rashford are different opposites. So like Onana wants to build up from the back. Sancho's comfortable doing that. Lindelof isn't really. Wan-Bissaka isn't really. Casemiro's not. Eriksen's the only one that's really, really comfortable building up. And you notice he dropped in a lot. Dallo went upfield a bit, and he went into like a three, which is quite interesting. That's smart. But I feel like a few of your players are suited to that, and a lot of your players are not. So like, I'm just not really understanding where he's going. I want to, from a general perspective, I want to see what he's going to do moving forward and what players he's going to get rid of and what players he's going to add in.
Bro, it's like buying jeans and slippers, fam. Just two different things. Like, yeah, I've been screaming that ever since Man United signed Mount as our like marquee midfield signing. It just didn't make sense with Onana. Or not, especially in the first half. Like you mentioned, Arsenal were letting Man United have the ball. You could see his effectiveness. You could see.
Nah, I was impressed, man. He's got confidence like a midfielder. Yeah. He's basically a false keeper. He was basically your DM. He was doing what Casemiro should be doing.
For real, it was impressive. It was very impressive, and you can see the value. That especially the first half, you saw the value.
You can't just go and press them because he'll just pop it, and you're out.
Yeah. But it was funny because, you know, we saw the celebration of Onana when Man United scored, and then as soon as they conceded, he's the one telling them to calm down.
Calm down.
Maybe you should have. You can't really blame him for that goal. That was a great finish from Odegaard.
That was a great finish. Great bit of play as well. It was a great finish.
Yeah.
But you guys nearly snatched it at the end with Garnacho.
Boy, yeah, let's go on to that. That was close, man. I think this offside, it's been changed again this season, right? Apparently it's meant to be like if it's clearly a distance between the last man and the last defender.
Is it been changed? I remember hearing talk of it in the summer, but has it officially been changed, or is that changed for like, you know how the World Cup had rules, but that's not the Premier League rules. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Has been changed on a world level, but not Premier League level.
Yeah, but I don't know. That was close, man. That Man United, I think we can kind of feel hard done by because it looked level to me. But yeah, it was very close. Gabriel,
he did well there.
Yeah, he did well. Because if he didn't jump on his toes and put back, that was onside, and that's got natural finishing. But yeah, I guess one positive Man United can take, one Rashford getting his first goal, maybe that will lead to more. And Højlund, I like the look of him when he came on. The thing I was most impressed was his physicality.
He's a presence, man. Martial was, I don't know what, it was non-existent.
That guy is washed. We should get him out in January. These Deadwood, man, these are the type of players that need to leave the club as soon as possible. Because we need players that are hungry. Martial's best days at Man United are behind him. He's getting paid however he's getting paid. There's no real reason for him to strive and to try and better himself. Those days are behind him. So let's get rid of him in January. Højlund, he looked good, sharp. That little touch that he done, impressive, giving Gabriel problems. He looked good. Maybe he could have got a penalty.
Nah, it's too soft.
But he looked good. I was impressed.
Yeah, he was definitely impressed. It's a focal point, and it'd be interesting to see how he does because, it'd be interesting to see how he does. I'm not gonna cast any judgment because he's only 20-minute cameo or something like that. So yeah, he did look lively though. He looked lively. He looked like he had a pulse at least because Martial, he was non-existent.
Yeah, he's done. He's done, man. He is done.
But do you think Rashford and Martial be able to combine with him from what you've seen? Because I saw that when there was a break on and Rashford had the ball on the left and Hoyland made a run, but like they
Yeah.
couldn't find each other. See what I'm trying to say? Do you feel like I don't kind of feel Rashford can play with like a poacher striker. He has to play with like a Harry Kane type still because he has someone has to drop in for him
Yeah.
to get the best out of him because he hasn't got like a creative gene in his body.
That's the thing. People were quick to point that out. People were saying, I was saying this before, even before um, that situation showed itself. Rashford's not that type of person, but that's fine. That's fine. Rashford is not that guy that's going to be first thing on his mind, try and get to the striker, try and cross it. He's a producer. He's the one that's going to be trying to get the shots, trying to cut in on his right and get the shot in. Occasionally, he will look for the striker. You know, there's certain runs that if you make the run, then you have to pass it. It's not, you don't even have to think about it. It's just instinct.
Yeah.
That's fine because you need a balance in the team. You need pragmatic players like Rashford, like a Hoyland that are looking for goal. You need to balance it with someone on the other side, like Man City, for example, Grealish. Someone whose mentality is pass first. And it can work with Anthony. His mentality needs to change, or he needs to adjust his game because he has the ability to distribute and find those sort of passes. He just needs to change his mentality in terms of instead of trying to dribble or trying to be direct and get shots on goal, maybe look to cross the ball more, look to get the ball to Hoyland and Rashford more.
Yeah, I think he needs proper like discipline coaching, Anthony, because I'm starting to think like it's not that he hasn't got no ability, it's just that he does the wrong thing a lot of the time. Like he would decide to shoot or he'd have to decide to pass, but like the pass is the wrong selection of pass, or he just doesn't like he hasn't got like I'm just creating for people today. I'm not shooting. I'm only shooting as I have a wide open opportunity to shoot. Sometimes he goes for his shot and like he should be let's build up play right now. That's what I saw anyway.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like Ten Hag doesn't give him any instruction on how to play.
Yeah.
Like just go on the left and do your thing. That's what it looks like. But yeah, I guess.
All right, we'll go to Arsenal a little bit. I thought Declan. Go on.
Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire in 2023.
That was Leicester's back to like 2017. No, that's not Ten Hag. I don't care who it is. I don't care who the owners are. I don't care who is in charge. What you feel Johnny Evans is because Johnny Evans left how many years ago, and now he's playing in the game competitive matches for you. He can't believe his luck, can he? Johnny Evans.
I don't want to talk too much. In 2023, Johnny Evans at Man United playing centre back with Harry Maguire. That's on Ten Hag. Fully on Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Fully. That's unacceptable, man.
People understand if you play the youngster there because you're down to your fifth choice, I think. So, but Johnny Evans.
Even Twanzebe, Man United fans didn't really say anything. Because maybe injuries, you're struggling depth-wise. Okay, Twanzebe, but Johnny Evans. And then you're letting everybody go.
Yeah, it's crazy.
On, man. It's unacceptable, man. Yeah, and that he needs to be questioned for that. But that's on him. That is fully on him.
He does.
And yeah, his talent ID is being questioned now. Yeah, from when Evans is getting on the pitch in 2023, yeah. Big questions have to be asked of him.
And another thing, now you got Amrabat. Amrabat's like a DM. So where are you playing him? Or is he going to be a rotation option for Casemiro?
We'll have to see. I would play him with Casemiro and then play Bruno in
In the
like an
10.
eight because
Okay,
or
okay,
eight
okay.
slash 10 because
Yeah. That makes the most sense.
yeah,
Double pivot. Go to
ex-
yeah.
exactly because both of them, Amrabat and Casemiro, they're more disciplined
Yeah.
in terms of position. Bruno Fernandes is the complete opposite, which is fine if you're able to create chances and get goals. That's fine. All the top creative midfielders, they're not the best in terms of positional discipline. It is what it is. As you produce, create chances for the forwards and chip in with the odd goal, it's all good. And I think that's more balanced than Casemiro, Mount, and Fernandez, or Ericsson, Fernandez, and Casemiro. It's much more balanced, much more defensively solid, especially away from home as well. Because yeah, that'll be a midfield that's harder to break down and a midfield that you can't just run through.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah,
Where does that leave Mount there? Where does that leave Ericsson in this on his last day? Ericsson didn't play too bad actually. Well, where does that leave Mount? Does it mean Mount is a bench player now? Is that I don't know. We have to wait and see. That's intriguing to me what Ten Hag's gonna do because you think you got Brighton after the international break, so yeah, we'll see what he really wants to do.
yeah, for real. Yeah, and then Arsenal. Yes, yeah, good victory for you guys.
Yeah, Declan Rice stepped up, man. Declan Rice was amazing that day. He stepped up defensively.
Yeah,
There's no one better than him defensively. He's like I thought the other day. He's literally a defensive juggernaut, like how Van Dijk was impact wise defensively.
that's
I
the
feel
thing.
like he can get to that impact where he just wins everything and just lets everybody do their thing.
That's the thing. You see him on the pitch. He
Mm,
has real presence on the pitch, and it's
yeah,
crazy because he's noticeable in terms of his physicality, in terms
mm,
of his speed, like closing down. You
yeah,
see it, you're like, raw. This
yeah,
guy's different.
yeah. He is.
So yeah,
Like,
he's looking
well,
good, and he doesn't have to be the best on the ball as well.
yeah. Just do it simple. It's enough. When you win the back, just do it simple. Dribble past one player, do it simple. We've got Zinchenko for that, we've got Odegaard for that, Saka for that. So yeah.
Do you think Partey not being in the pitch helped him in terms of him being in a more comfortable role?
Helped him. Yeah, I think it because if Partey was available, I think he would have played in Havertz's role. And I feel like when he plays in the DM role by himself, it simplifies his game. He hasn't got to think about going forward all the time. He can think about winning the ball back and giving it to the more technical players. So I think from that perspective, it helped him simplify his game. So yeah, but yeah, again, it's good that we bought him because again, Party unreliable. His body
Injured
breaks
again.
down. So and also a lot of Arsenal fans were screaming, "Why are we selling Party? Why do you want to get rid of Party? He's one of our best players. This is why we want to get rid of Party. He's unreliable. He's unreliable fitness wise. He's missed. I think there was he's only played 60%, 64% of the games available for Arsenal. And when someone's I think he's quality, but when you can't rely on that. Once he comes out of the team, now you've got Declan Rice, which is gonna help us out down the line. So, but when they're both back, we'll be back to our best.
Yeah, you got Rice got his goal as well. You think that's Onana's fault, that goal?
No. I mean, I think only a few keepers will say I saved that. I think
That's
Alisson
the
will save
thing.
it.
That's the
Alisson will
thing.
save that.
A top keeper saving it
Prime De Gea is saving that.
with his feet. Yeah.
He primed De Gea saving that. But then outside of that, I can't guarantee anybody else. But I can't guarantee Onana. Onana's a top keeper. Onana's good.
Yeah, and then it ended up being a great afternoon for Arsenal because Jesus back from injury, and then yeah,
You saw
got
the
his
difference when
goal.
he came on as well. He dribbled a few guys. He ruined Johnny Evans when he first came on. He ruined him. Like And obviously, people are talking about Havertz and Arsenal's not as free flowing as before. I think that's because of Jesus. Jesus hasn't been around, so once now he's going to come back, and he has to rotate to the right, rotate to the left, and people are going to see more rotation. So yeah, I'm looking forward to him being back.
Yeah, he has some flair and swag to your
Yeah.
front line, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so yeah, good victory for Arsenal. Yeah, the season is still early in the season, but my prediction, yeah, has gone out the window because I said Man U would finish in second.
I saw a tweet today. Yeah, Man United could be on what 1 point? I mean, 2 points, I think, or 1 or 2 points, if not for refereeing decisions. Because that Wolves game could have had a penalty at the end to get a draw there, and then there was a questionable penalty for you guys in the Nottingham Forest game with Rashford. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, but ultimately, I think when you have a lot of injuries, let's be real too. So I think once you get all your players back, you'll be fine. Because Varane's not out for a long time, is he?
Boy, Varane, unreliable.
Yeah. He's done it all already. Where's
Johnny Evans, man? Johnny Evans, man. Oh, bro. Yeah, let's before we move on, Jadon Sancho.
Boy, that's another one, man. You got to clear house, man. You got to do the heart. Ten Hag does too much in the media. He does too much for me. If you're gonna, you should big up players in the media. If you're gonna talk about a specific player, protect them in the media. You got issues with them, keep it in house. And yeah, I understand Jadon Sancho defending himself because Ten Hag spoke about him publicly, so Sancho has the opportunity and the right to address it publicly too. But I feel like now he's done that, his Man United career is done.
Yeah,
and that's not a bad thing. He should move on. To be fair, he should just move on. But I don't know how you're gonna get out of that now.
Yeah, he should move on. Do you think? I think Ten Hag done it on purpose to force him out of the club.
I won't be surprised because what else are you gonna do? No one's really gonna look to buy Jadon Sancho. And if you put the ball in his court and the club back you, and then obviously the fans back you too, yeah, Jadon Sancho's already got one option but to leave. It makes sense.
Yeah, it's looking that way. I don't think Ten Hag fancies him. You know, it's not even rumors. I guess Ten Hag is stating outright that he's not good enough on the training ground. But I don't know. With regards to that, there's certain players that apparently are not good on the training ground. You hear stories of someone like Eden Hazard, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Or Carlos Tevez. Apparently, he was notoriously bad in the training ground. But when it comes to the pitch, under the lights, they perform to the highest level, to the highest ability. Jadon Sancho, that wasn't the case at Man U. So for him to come out and say this or that, I think he should keep his mouth shut, to be honest.
Jadon Sancho?
Yeah. Even if you disagree, you haven't shown anything on the pitch for you to be talking.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, keep your mouth shut and show on the pitch. And he hasn't done that. So yeah, it's time for him to go. I can't even say thanks for the memories because there's no memories. Peace. I'm glad he's leaving.
Yeah, United, they haven't been run well recently, and he's on a big contract, one of the highest paid players in the Premier League. And if you're Jadon Sancho, would you ever come off that wage? You're not coming off that wage if someone matches it.
That's the thing.
And I think you got like 2 more years left on the deal, I think.
That's the thing. I think it's to a point where it's going to be uncomfortable for him at the club. Ten Hag will make it uncomfortable for him. So
yeah,
he's going to want to move, even if it means taking less money. But yeah, that needs to be resolved ASAP before it becomes an even bigger issue. Yeah, he just needs to go, to be honest. I will say Man City letting go for a reason. You know, there's things coming out of him missing training at Dortmund, him not having the best attitude at City. I don't want to disparage his name, but yeah.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
But what we can say about what we do know about Jadon, he's a talented player. He's a talented player, but he needs to play for a certain club or a certain country to get the best out of him. And potentially, he should go back to Dortmund. Potentially, if he
Dortmund,
can. If they, huh?
Dortmund, I don't think they'll pay even half of what he's on.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's it. What the main night might just want to take the hit and say take him on loan for 2 years and pay half his salary. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But Sancho needs to be in the team where he's the best player, where the team's built around him, so he doesn't have to run or make effort, because he's never going to be a hard-working player. He needs to be, things need to revolve around him.
Yeah, and the Premier League's too physical for him, I feel. Or you got to play like number 10, where it's not about pace, it's about technique, and I think he can do it. Like what Sterling kind of is doing for Chelsea right now, I think he can do that. Where you're not asking him to beat a man every single time, but you ask him to combine all the time with his man. So I think, imagine you play number 10, Sancho plays number 10 and Rashford on the left and Anthony on the right with Højlund up top. That's not too bad. But yeah.
It isn't, but for some reason, Ten Hag doesn't see him in that light. And yeah, I don't blame him, to be honest.
Okay, one final question on United. Do you think Ten Hag lasts past this season?
Yes, I think he does. I think he does. I think he should as well. It's still a building process. Man United should not become the next Chelsea, because it's not going to work. Chelsea, because of the money, they can make foolish managerial decisions, but they can stay at a certain level. Man U, if we fall into that Chelsea trap, they have a chance of dropping and being a mediocre club for a very long time. So I think we need to stick with Ten Hag for now. You know, and take transfer decisions out of his hands. That's it.
Yeah.
Just focus on managing the team. We'll get you the players.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's move to the next game. Well, let's do Brighton 3, Newcastle 1.
Newcastle not levels. I think we've seen it, man. To be fair, they've had the hardest start out of anybody. They played City already. They played Liverpool and they played Brighton already. Even Aston Villa, a tough opponent. So I'll be fair to them, but people thought they'll kick on. I said they'll stay the same. I think they are going to still stay the same. I still think they'll get top 4. I don't know about top 4, but what's clear to see that there's a level, and I don't think they're at the top table. They haven't improved from last season.
No, they haven't. Yeah, they're still the same team from last season, basically. With just a better player in Tonali than Longstaff, in my opinion. I saw Jamie Redknapp saying that the team's missing Longstaff. That's not why Newcastle are faltering. You know, they should have put away their chances against Liverpool, and then Botman made 2 bad mistakes. That's why they lost against Liverpool. And I think, Botman wasn't playing today. I think that hurt them. Evan Ferguson was on fire as well. But I think the biggest thing is, you mentioned it last week, SB, it's the quality. And you said they wasted money. They didn't waste money, but Harvey Barnes, instead of getting Harvey Barnes, they should have got a first team right winger. And now you're seeing it. I totally agree. They should have got someone that would start over Almiron.
Yeah, because you have a good player in What's his name? What's his name on the left wing?
Gordon.
Gordon. He's a good player. He's a decent player. But why would you already go and buy? You already make the Harvey Barnes move once you have your attack set, your first 11 attack set. Then you get Harvey Barnes to then supplement what Gordon is doing. So I think they're wasting resources having him on the bench, or one of them on the bench at least, because they bought Gordon for big money too. So yeah, I think they're gonna be all right because they still got. I don't know where Joe Willock is. I think he's injured.
Yeah.
He's a good player. They've got Lewis Hall still to come, and they've still got Livramento to come. So yeah, I think long term they'll be all right. I think they'll get Europa League.
Yeah, they get Europa League. Top four might be a stretch. You know, they're struggling now and they haven't started the Champions League yet.
Yeah, but I think they'll be fine. Honestly, they're going to beat a lot of teams at St James's Park. They're going to beat a lot of teams there, and their physical side, they know what they're good at, they know what they're not good at. But again, they won't reach the next level until they get more technical players.
I think they might even struggle at times at St James's Park this season because teams are going to go there and park the bus.
Yeah, and they can't do that. They cannot break down a deep block. They cannot.
That's the thing. They haven't got that quality. Like going back to that, and yeah, Almiron's not cutting it. He's not cutting it. They need. I don't know who's out there. They need a top right winger that's productive.
It's not even just Almiron though. Like if you think about it, Harvey Barnes is a nice player. I mean, what's his name? Anthony Gordon is a nice player, but
yeah,
is he that guy? He's not that guy.
Yeah.
Even to an extent, Isak as a striker is good, but is he a goal scorer?
Deadly.
I think what they should have done potentially is put Isak on the left, and he'd just be a mismatch for his size and pace for the right back, for every right back in the league, and put him on the left, and he has an eye for goal, but get a proper striker, or do what Liverpool did to put Isak on the left, a goal threat on the right, and have like a linker in the middle, and then go from there. But yeah, they've gone to different path. But if you compare that to Brighton have taken a step forward under De Zerbi. You know, tactically they're top team, and they got quality players. They really got quality players, and it's a long day for every team playing them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Evan Ferguson. And that's his first start this season. Sealed it with a hat-trick. Yeah, man, he's a problem. He's a big problem, man.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I like they don't want to force him into the team, which is good. They rotate him in and out, and that's perfect the way to manage a young player. That's just like Pep and Phil Foden, but Pep's still managing Phil Foden to this day. So
yeah, top striker. I hope he stays at Brighton and develops, because he can be a top player. I don't want him to go to a team and get lost in the sauce. Like, what's my man's name that just went to Chelsea?
Jackson. Who?
No.
Cole Palmer.
Yeah. I don't want that situation. Just go to Chelsea. You're going to get your money, but you're just going to get lost in the sauce. So I hope he stays at Brighton and becomes...
Yeah, go on.
And becomes a 15, 20 goal a season striker at Brighton before he makes that big move.
Yeah. I feel, again, I'm saying it for time, Arsenal should go get him, and I feel like every other team settled who can afford him. Man United got Højlund. Obviously, Man City got that monster up top. Chelsea got 5 of them. They got 5 players in that position. Why would you go there? Liverpool, I don't think they can afford him. Unless they get Salah money, I don't know. But I feel like Arsenal's right there for him for next season. And yeah, we got players to sell there. I think teams will be looking for Nketiah if he was on the market. So yeah, we'll see what happens in a year's time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how he develops. And yeah, Brighton, I know they signed someone to replace Caicedo. I think they needed it because Gilmour and Pascal Gross, they're playing good now, but that's not good enough
Yeah, when you're flying to some obscure place in Europe on a Thursday night,
Yeah,
coming back home on a Friday morning, potentially no training,
yeah.
then Saturday, and
Coming
then
to
you got
face
they got
some,
game Sunday.
yeah, coming to face some French, hench, athletic African midfielders, some Bakayoko or some
Yeah,
Traore. It's long.
yeah. And then you got a away game at St. James's Park. It's just it's a
It's
long
long.
day. It's
So
long.
yeah, we'll see how I forgot the guy's name, but we'll see how he does. And yeah, good victory for Brighton. Yeah, they're a top team, man. But let's see how they handle Europa. Let's move to the next game. Let's brush over this one quickly. Man City 5, Fulham 1.
Bro, Man City had 7 shots in the game and scored 5 goals. That's nothing. I don't need to say anymore. They had 7 shots in the game and scored 5 of them. Not shots, their 7 wasn't on target as well. It was 7 shots in total. Off target, that includes off target shots as well.
Yeah, they're a joke, man.
What's annoying about that game, dude? They got helped by VAR.
Yeah,
one of their goals. Man City don't need no help, and they're getting help from VAR.
That was a joke, man. That was clearly interference. I don't know how you can see that and say that's not interference.
Yeah.
Like, who was that? Candy? He was clearly in the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got away with that one. But I guess in the end, it didn't matter because they went and scored 3 more.
Yeah.
Erling Haaland, another hat trick. I don't even want to give him the horn, man. That's light work for him, man.
It's true.
Gosh.
Do you think he'll touch 100 goals before he leaves? I don't think he's staying there for a long time. I think don't worry. That's that. You don't know when he's leaving. To be fair, so that could be any time.
Imagine Haaland leaves and they get Ferguson.
That'll make sense. That'll make the most sense for them.
Yeah. Especially if Ferguson performs to that level that we think he can perform to, and reaches that level, boy.
But I think we're all waiting for the day. Pep Guardiola ain't staying there forever. So once he leaves, will players want to go there still?
Well, it depends on the manager they bring in.
But I think the only manager, as of right now, is probably De Zerbi. He can step into that role. That's what he.
Yeah.
Because you need they have a progressive team at the moment, so you need a progressive manager to go there. Otherwise, they have to change their style completely.
Yeah, him or Zidane, someone like that.
I don't know about Zidane only because why would he go Man City? He's such a prestigious guy.
Yeah,
Man City, that's even beneath him.
For real.
Even though it's a lot of the players that go there, I don't know how to. Particularly what I'm trying to say, but it's not prestige players who have prestige ambition.
Yeah,
they have they're from lower, they're from smaller countries or from smaller leagues. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. And plus, Zidane's waiting for France anyway, so.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see Jeremy Doku?
Not properly, no, I didn't. What do you think?
He's what I thought he was. Raw. He can beat a man. He's electric, but...
And then what?
But yeah, his end product needs a bit working on decision-making.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that can get cleaned up.
Yeah, Pep will coach him, man. I know that's one thing Pep's good at, is coaching.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, let's move to the next game. Let's do Burnley 2, Spurs 5. Spurs
are rolling. They're looking good. Yeah, I want to see them against a competent side, though, a decent side. A side that's not gonna try and play them so hard. I feel like Burnley are naive, and Burnley haven't got the players to do what they want to do.
Exactly.
And I feel like if you're gonna be open against Spurs, you're gonna get punched, especially with Son. You play Son up top. Son is one of the best finishers the league's ever seen, and one of them, yeah.
What?
No, I'm being serious. Left foot, right. How many left foot, right? How many how many balanced strikers of the ball is there at the striker position? Or in general, even he can bang it left foot. He can score 30-yard screamers with his left or right foot. How many players can do that in history of the Premier League? It's not many.
I guess the only reason I'm a bit iffy on that is because I think he's the type of finisher that only finishes the chances where you don't have to think.
Yeah, he's. Let's not lie.
He ain't like
You're going, go on.
He ain't like a crafty finisher. Someone like, I don't know, Aguero, like a deadly, you can score out nothing type striker.
Yeah, I'm not saying Son can create his goals. I'm saying when the chance is presented to him, he's usually cash money. It's usually, if he can't create his own chances. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he gets 1v1 with a keeper, it's most likely going in.
Yeah, it's true.
He's a top finisher, top finisher, and we don't really appreciate him because he played for Spurs. If he played for United or Liverpool, he would have been rated high by a lot of people.
It's true, because when you think of Son, you think of him being put on through on goal and just tucking it with his left foot in the bottom corner. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the best finishers in at least in the last 5 to 10 years. He's he's a top 10 finishers in the last 5 to 10 years. So when you play him striker, you got Maddison behind him, you got Kulusevski, you got Mana Solomon on the left, who's another tidy player. You got Sarr, you got Bissouma, who are all good on the ball by themselves on the island. They don't need to rely on anybody. It's a good foundation to work on, and yeah, I'm impressed with Tottenham. Tottenham haven't got any Europe this year, so it was good to see they could go far. I still think they're not as good as the top 4 teams in the league. I think they can fight for top 4 though, for the 4th position.
Yeah, they can. But yeah, shout out to the manager Ange. Because yeah, he's got them playing good football, and they're all bought in as well. They're bought into the philosophy, and they're implementing it on the pitch. Sarr, Bissouma, Solomon, Maddison. Yeah, it's like no Kane, no problem.
Yeah, and people trying to talk wicked on Kane's name. Kane is one of the best strikers ever, and he played for literal terrorists the last couple of years. He played for Conte and Mourinho. These men are not good at football anymore. They're not good. They haven't been good for time. So imagine Kane in this role now, in this team now. He's free flowing, and look what he was doing for terrorists back in the day, leading the league in goals and assists. So yeah, I think Kane's gonna flourish wherever he goes anyway. But I want to see Tottenham against a competent team. They're not gonna be doing this stuff against Brighton. Brighton, Brentford, obviously City, Arsenal, Liverpool. I think at Old Trafford they'll get touched. And even Palace. Did they beat Palace? They beat Palace over there, didn't they? Did they go to Palace?
I don't think so.
But like a proper team. Right now they've played. Let me see if they've played. I could be a hater, but they beat Bournemouth. Bournemouth were not good. They were terrible. And they played Fulham in the cup and they got knocked out.
Yeah.
Fulham are organised side. They played Burnley, who are not organised. They got Sheffield United next, and then they got Arsenal, and then Liverpool. So yeah, we'll wait and see on that one.
Yeah, I agree. I think against a proper team, they'll get found out. It's like they're playing possession forward, but then again, maybe I'm underrating Bissouma, but I just think against a top team, they won't be able to pop it like they are.
And even against Brentford, they didn't play. They scored. I don't think they played that well against Brentford for the first game of the season. I don't remember. Do you remember that game?
Nah.
But you finished 2-2 anyway. So yeah, we'll see.
And then Burnley, boy.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Yeah,
But
man. Vincent Company, I'll give him applause for being the best dressed manager on the sidelines, but
so he was on point still. He was on point.
yeah, he's
I
the
never
best,
seen a baseball cap and a suit look that good,
bro. And then with the smart casual with the train now.
Yeah.
Yeah, his drip's on point, but boy, on the pitch, all this modern thought, it's not working, man.
And I'll be real too. As a promoted side, yeah, I should be able to. You should have at least like 2 or 3 prem proven players in that starting 11. All them guys, they're not prem proven. All of them. And like it's cute what you're doing in championship, but when you come to prem, it's different level. It's different level.
See, that's the thing. It's like there's certain players that are too good for the championship, but they're not good enough for the prem. And those players, they're usually very good technically, but not enough. They don't have enough physically to manage at the prem. Someone that comes to mind is Paul Ince's son, Tom Ince.
Yeah.
Good player. In terms of quality on the ball, he's probably better than a lot of prem players, but for the position that he plays, he's not good enough. He's not strong enough. He's not fast enough to be really effective in the prem. There's other players. I remember there was I don't know if you remember him, Andy. I think his name's Andy Reid.
Yeah, set the mids, right?
Yeah, left foot. Technically,
yeah.
Left foot, solid left foot, great left foot, but in terms of mobility and physicality, not good enough.
Yeah.
And I think
are you quick over 5 yards?
Yeah,
that 5 yards are key.
Yeah, and Burnley, I think they got a squad full of those players because they were pulling out in the championship. What, 100-point season?
Yeah. They only lost 3 games last year.
Yeah,
and they've already lost 3 games this year.
Yeah, so yeah, technically they're good enough, but if you don't have that physicality, it's not going to work in the Prem.
But I feel like obviously it's a long season. I'm not going to disregard company just yet, but in January they need to make some moves and they need to go 5 at the back quick. Let's go 5 at the back, 4 in front, one striker, and get set pieces and nick a goal here and there. David Moyes template.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if he can make the adjustment. But yeah, you saying striker just reminded me of the next game, Sheffield 2, Everton 2. Talking about strikers, did you see Beto?
You know, side story, Beto is an FM legend, you know. He's an FM legend. The last 2 years, you buy Beto for like 15 mil max. He will end up with 30 goals in the season.
Oh man!
Because his combination on the game, 6'4", pace, dribbling is not the worst, head is not too. He's basically decent at everything, but he's 6'4". So like, I haven't really seen him live yet. I didn't watch the game, but from the little I saw, he's very mobile for such a big player. So mobile.
He is
physically peak. Man, I don't know how defense are going to deal with him. You know,
bro. People are already saying him versus Martinez. I don't want to. I do not want to see that, fam. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's peak physical, and Arsenal got Everton away next, and I know he's bagging.
He is a problem.
Yeah.
That's what I love to see. I love to see physical strikers that can cause havoc.
Yeah.
And he is just that old school Premier League striker. You play it in the channels. He's gonna run. He's gonna draw your centre back out. And if your centre back's not quick enough, it's long.
Yeah. But yeah, Everton. I mean, they scored some goals. And yeah, they got. I think now they got Beto up top, and they got Decore, Onana still, Idrissa Gueye. They're quite a physical team. Danjuma scored. They're not too bad. They're still playing Ghana right mid. I don't know about that one. Soda Wobi, I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was surprising. I don't know why.
Well, they are broke, so they have to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, it was looking peak for Everton, but
yeah,
Beto he's electrified the team, man. Because he scored in his debut. I know that was the League Cup, but he scored.
Yeah, nice finish too.
And he was on the pitch. He was a problem. Effort, running. He was even G'ing up the crowd. Like, he added electricity to that team, man. And he's the type of player that fans and players can rally around.
Boy, I don't want to see the day a fit Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Bates up top. That's long.
It's long.
One long ball up top and they're winning it. It's long.
Centre backs are sweating every time the ball's played long.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's the thing. He showed a nice touch as well.
Yeah.
He can play in behind and he can play with his back to goal as well. Involved in Everton's equaliser. Good signing, man. But yeah, Sheffield, they got a couple goals. Archer, he looked decent. And yeah, we'll see where Everton and Sheffield go from here, but especially Everton with Beto. I'm interested in seeing how they do now. But yeah, let's move to the next game. Boy, Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Nottingham 1.
Boy, you're speaking on Jackson's name. Remember, I said Jackson isn't that good. I don't think he's that good. He's a nice player. He's young. I don't rate him. And Chelsea, they don't have the capacity. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're not cohesive at all. They're just, I don't know what's going on with them.
You know what? They need an Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah.
With a strong personality to implement.
Yeah, a very specific way of playing. Yeah.
That's the thing. And what's his name? Poch vibes, but in terms of a strong personality that's going to implement his personality on the team, he's not that guy. Because if I were to ask you what is Pochettino's style of play, what would you say?
Somewhat individual based, player based, and how do I explain it? It's not possession, but it's more like counter attack. I'm thinking of that Tottenham team because I feel like they relied on individuals a lot, and what separated Poch from other people was his talent ID, picking the right players. Some, and he's quite good at that. But I just don't feel at the moment what he's doing in Chelsea is the right thing. I feel like 5-3-5 at the back is not really doing it. He needs to get a lot of attackers on the pitch. I feel like just go for it. I don't know why they're trying to be solid defensively. Just go for it.
I don't know what they're trying to do.
Got so many attacking players. Just go for it.
Exactly.
They're not even playing any wingers. The only winger type players they're playing are like Sterling and Jackson. And Jackson's a striker.
Yeah, man. Jackson, he looks nice, but yeah, he's just raw. Very raw.
Yeah.
He needs to be on the bench learning from an experienced striker or someone who's ready. And yeah, he's been thrust into the spotlight, and yeah, he's not ready, man. He's not ready. But Chelsea, yeah, they look disjointed. It's weird. They have all these wingers, but their starting formation doesn't include wingers.
And then when they need a goal, they bring in all the wingers. It don't make no damn sense.
Exactly.
They bring in Cole Palmer, Madueke, and Mudryk all the time.
Exactly, man. Cole Palmer. Hey, get your bag, but you went to Chelsea to do what?
Mate, the money's right, and then we're in London. What more can I ask for? Long contracts, set for life.
I hear that, man. But yeah, Chelsea, they got problems that they need to resolve, man. Because yeah,
and what's mad, they still need to buy more players. I don't think the current proper players are what they need to be good right now. And even do you think all these players will reach their potential in 3 years? No. I feel like there's too many of them. A lot of them are going to just go to waste pretty much.
Yeah. Right now, you can't reach your potential at Chelsea. No way.
Yeah.
No way, man. And yeah, they need to sort it out real quick because, yeah, Nottingham Forest, coming to Stamford Bridge and getting the W. That's unacceptable.
Forest are good though. Let me not lie to you. Forest gave Arsenal problems. They gave you guys problems. Forest are good team, and Steve Cooper's a good manager. They know what they are. They play on the counter. You've got
Yeah,
solid, proven players in almost every position now. If you look at their team, they're brought in quality players. One is one of the best strikers in the league. Elanga, is he not one of the best? Is he not in the top 8?
What?
Name them real quick.
Better than Awoniyi.
How many strikers do you want in your team ahead of Awoniyi? How many strikers will cause more problems than Awoniyi? That's another thing. That's a proper question I should ask. Answer me that one. How many strikers will cause more problems than Awoniyi?
Causing problems, but that's a different question. Okay, Haaland, Nunez. I'll give you those two.
But who's a better finisher? Awoniyi's probably the better goal scorer.
Then
Nunez. He scored like 8. He scored like 8 goals in a row. 8 games in a row. He scored a goal.
Nunez is better than Awoniyi.
Yes, he's better overall. Yes, overall. But as an out-and-out striker, if you had to pick one today for a game, you're picking Nunez over Awoniyi.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Nunez is more versatile than Awoniyi, so I would pick Nunez.
All right, cool.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Who would you pick? Awoniyi right now? Awoniyi or Nunez? Let us know.
I still think Awoniyi is one of the best strikers in the league, one of the most difficult strikers to handle in the league. Every centre back doesn't really want it with Awoniyi.
He was giving Thiago problems, Thiago Silva nightmares.
And then you pair that with Elanga coming off the bench. Morgan Gibbs-White is still there. He started for them. I know they saw Brennan Johnson. Who started for them?
So the front three was, I guess, the attacking players: Awoniyi, Gibbs-White, and Ryan Yates.
Yeah. So they played. So actually, yeah, Ryan Yates sent them in. Danilo, they really parked the bus. They packed that midfield and had Gibbs-White and Awoniyi, and they got Elanga to come on with that pace. But Elanga might be the fastest player in the league. He's so quick.
He's rapid.
So quick. And yeah, and they got competent players all over. Willy Bolly, Serge Aurier, Ola Aina, and they got a decent bench. So Chris Wood's a proven Prem player. Coyote, Tavares. Look who they brought to change the game, and you compare that to what Burnley have. I even got Sangare to come as well. Not in the first. I rate them because they just went for broke. Because if they spend all this money and they stay in the Prem, it's a win-win. So
yeah. Shout out to Forest. I guess the owners, because they backed the manager. Last season it was looking shaky.
It was.
They backed him. Not only backed him, Cooper, with keeping him in the job, they backed him with money as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they're reaping the rewards now. So shout out to the owner and shout out to Cooper. But Chelsea, Poch ain't the man. It is what it is. Poch is not the guy that's going to get Chelsea to where they need to go. I think they'll get rid of him, if not at the end of the season, before the end of the season, which is sad.
But you know why I'm reluctant to say that? It's also because Chelsea is just a toxic environment. They haven't been a cohesive environment since
Conte.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. They didn't have like older state of play. They have players that's been there in the old way for a long time too during that time. And now I think once they've lost Azpilicueta, who's a proper Chelsea through and through, they have no one there that's gonna tell people how to do it. From top to bottom, they're all over the place. And they're treating it like a business. They're not really treating it like a changing room. I remember last year, they literally had too many players. Their players had to change outside the changing room because they had too many players. When they're at training, I'm sure they got too many players to do a proper training drills. It's just too many. You've probably got like 30 something.
Yeah, man.
So what I'm trying to say with Poch is like it's difficult to judge him in that kind of environment because Chelsea's toxic.
Another manager would have the team playing in his vision.
Yeah.
So I can't really feel sorry for Poch.
Yeah, but I'm sure the owners are also saying you have to play certain people. You see what I'm trying to say as well?
Like who though? Because
Because
Woodrick.
No. I don't know, but I just feel like I'm sure there's outside influence in that team on managerial decisions. That's what I believe anyway. So it's just a guess. I haven't got no reason to think that. But why isn't Lavia playing? Is he injured? Because he hasn't played any games yet.
I don't know. I don't know if he's injured or not, but Chelsea owners bought him, so they obviously want him to play. And they paid a lot of
Yeah,
money for him, so they want him to play. I guess yeah, he's not match fit. That's what they're saying. He wasn't match fit, so that's why he wasn't in the squad. But for Chelsea, it's a catch-22 because to a certain extent, you're right in terms of external influence on that squad. But I think it's more of signings. But to get the type of manager that they need, that manager is going to be no nonsense, and that manager is going to want to do it his way. He's not going to want to. He's not going to want to hear any nonsense from any owners in terms of squad.
They need like a psycho manager. He's just on crutch.
Yeah,
just he'll beef everybody. That's what they need. Real strong personality.
Yeah.
But again, it's a long season. We'll see if they're gonna gel.
We'll see. Because we were saying last season, we were having this discussion last season, and we were saying, I guess the name Luis Enrique got brought up. Obviously, he's unavailable right now, but I think they need someone like that with a strong personality and a defined style of football. The only thing with that is that he's going to come in and be like, half the squad I don't want. They don't fit my style. And Chelsea's management is not going to have it. So, yeah, it's that catch-22.
And also, I'm just looking at the 11 that he played the other day, and where are the goal scorers? Where are the players that can take on a man? Where are the players that are like final ball players?
Oh my God, that team it's. I can't lie, boy. That team is not. That reminds me of.
Yeah, go on.
Remember that Chelsea team that Lampard put out against Madrid?
No,
it's like they needed the second leg of the Champions League. I think quarterfinals or semi-finals. Yeah. They needed to score 2 goals, and they played like a team like this.
And they've got Fofana injured, Reece James injured, Trouble injured, Badishile, and the only attacking players they've got Carney and Christopher Nkunku, and that's about it to come in. Otherwise, everybody's on loan.
Yeah, man, it's Chelsea there. All that money spent and Conor Gallagher still there. Still overly reliant on Thiago Silva as well. Yeah, man, it's not looking good at all. But yeah, I can't lie, Poch.
We have seen the evidence. You cannot escape anymore. You're finished.
By the end of the season, I think he's gone, man. But yeah, let's move to the next game. Let's see Brentford 2, Bournemouth 2. I guess the only thing to bring up is Mbeumo.
He's a good player, man. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player. I feel like he can go to a team just above him. But he's going to cost an arm and a leg to get him out of Brentford.
That's the thing, yeah. The price of the brick gone up, man. Because
you won't get value when you buy him. That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, unless he runs down his contract.
That goal, that turn and finish.
But he's only, 23, 24?
Yeah.
He's a young player. It looks like he's 36, though, but he's still young.
I think he'll be a top player in a different country.
In Germany, he'll do his thing. In Germany, for like Leipzig or something like that.
Yeah.
But I can't lie. I think I don't know. This might be saying much, but can he play right wing for Arsenal? I don't know.
He's not good enough technically.
Yeah, you got to be on the ball. You got to be on the ball a lot. But he's got pace. He's got size. He's got physicality. He's got decent finish. Good left foot. A lot of teams will take him.
Yeah, I think it's weird. Yeah, like you said it perfectly. I don't think a team that could afford him would get value out of him.
Yeah, they're gonna probably hold up 50 mil, but he's not a 50 mil player. I can't spend 50 mil on Mbeumo.
No, no way. But yeah, let's move to the next game. Liverpool 3, Villa 0.
I didn't
Yeah,
watch the
Liverpool rolling
game
now.
a lot. Yeah, Liverpool are rolling. I like their team. They got holes in the team, but they got. What I like the fact that is that they got a lot of technical players in the midfield. With the Gravenberch signing too. Szoboszlai impressed me. McAllister, and they got Curtis Jones playing the other day. Got a very technical midfield, and they're gonna create chances. They're still Liverpool, man, and yeah, they're a good side. I'm impressed with them.
Yeah, they're looking good. I think. Are they in Europe? Europa League.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Europa
they're in
League.
Europa
Yeah,
League. So I think, I think they'll challenge for a top 4 spot this season. They won't challenge for the league, I don't think. Gravenberch, good signing. Maybe he can be their Wijnaldum 2.0. We'll see. Szoboszlai, the fans are happy with him. Great goal. Yeah, they're playing well. Salah got his goal. Nunez he started, he didn't score, but he's looking better than what he was last season.
yeah.
So yeah, they're looking good. It's just that defense is
Yeah, it's a long season, and they're gonna concede goals.
that defense is not good enough.
And even that midfield, they haven't got no defensive-minded players.
Yeah.
And like in the biggest games, I feel that's gonna catch them out because there was a game, Newcastle game. Did you see McAllister when he tried to defend the player? They close up on his face. He was struggling. He was struggling so much.
Yeah,
So,
built for that, man.
yeah. So we'll see, man. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
And yeah, Aston Villa, where they what's his name? Emery's the type of manager that he won't change his style, no matter who he's facing. So against good teams, he will ship a lot of goals, but he'll punish lesser teams that are not as talented or good technically.
Remember when I said start of the season, a good season for Aston Villa might be coming 8th. That's a good season.
Yeah.
If you think that they have no right to say we should finish ahead of a lot of teams. And that's kind of the crazy thing about the Premier League. Like Aston Villa in another league might be top 4, but you're nowhere near top 4 in this league, which is a good thing because it proves the quality in the league. But I think they're going to be around the 7th or 8th best team, 7th to 10th best team in the league.
Yeah, I agree. And let's see how they deal with Europe. They got a decent squad depth, but yeah, let's see how they deal with that. But yeah, let's move to the next game. And just quick roundup. Crystal Palace 3, Wolves 2. Yeah, Osen Edward with a double. Shout out to Palace for getting that W. Not much to really say on this game.
What I'll say is that Palace are a competent side, and it just proves how bad a job Vieira was doing. Because under Roy, they're much better sides. Much better. Yeah. And the players haven't changed. They haven't changed.
And
the same sort of players.
Vieira had Zaha.
That's true. So even less players now.
Yeah.
Because that Wolves team individually is quite good. On paper, they're probably better than Palace individually.
Yeah.
So, and to beat them as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, Roy Hodgson, he's a good manager, man.
Yeah.
Good manager. I don't know what they're going to do when he retires, man.
Right. I don't know. I'm going too far about building a statue, but no, he's done so much for that club.
He's done a lot for that club, man.
Him and Zaha.
For real. But yeah, let's move to the final game. Luton 1, West Ham 2. West Ham, away from home, they're solid.
They're not that bad. They just have no quality up top. In my opinion, they're organized well. They haven't just got enough quality in general. That's what I think. But they're not. I think the teams will find it hard playing in their stadium. I can just envision Arsenal finding it difficult to play in that stadium because it's tight, it's small, the crowd is on you. It's not even well lit around the goals. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it'll be. I think it'll be manager of the year, um, manager of the year award if they stay up. Type performance, managerial job. If they stay up, it'll be what's their manager? Yeah, I know he wears a hoodie. He should be manager of the year, coach of the year for keeping that team up.
For real. Yeah, I don't think they'll stay up. Yeah, not enough quality. But they give it a good effort, man. They give it a good try. They're physical. But yeah, just not good enough, man. I like Morris. Morris is decent.
Striker.
Yeah, he's decent. Adebayo, he shouldn't be playing in the Premier League.
It's the quality, man. Yeah.
But yeah, West Ham.
But obviously they've got Lukonga to come through. I'm so sad Lukonga went there.
Yeah.
Because that team is beneath him.
Yeah, he's not going to develop there, is he?
And they're not going to have the ball. There's going to be too much pressure on him. He's going to want to take 3 touches. It's going to get closed down. They're not going to show for him. Yeah, man. I think he's way better than this. I'm so sad he even went there.
Yeah, man.
West Ham are good though. West Ham, Paqueta, good player. Bowen, good player. And they, what's his name? Ward-Prowse, a good signing for them. If they got a striker, imagine they got Beto as well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Alvarez, he's looking good, you know.
Yeah.
Rice is Rice, but Alvarez is. They won't miss him much. They won't miss Rice much. Alvarez.
They spent the money well.
He's a good player, man. They did spend the money well. Kurt Zuma. I feel sorry for the guy, man.
Yeah, the chance. What a chance. He ain't gonna stop.
Imagine if he kicked a man in the head, no one would be doing it.
Yeah, no one. That's the crazy thing about that.
It's mad, isn't it? But yeah, he's gonna have to firm that, and yeah, I guess ball out. If you keep performing at the top level,
well, you can feel sorry for him to an extent, but he's still at his job. He's still playing at West Ham. They're still picking him. Nothing's really changed on his ends, except for the chance away from home.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
But yeah, that's all the games. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, I feel like this international break came at a good time for everybody. I feel everybody needs this break.
Yeah, apart from Man City.
Yeah, apart from them. I thought Man City are the best team overall. I feel like, I think Arsenal will be the best of the rest. And it's quite sad that should be our aim, though. I remember, but to be fair, I said last season, our goal should be at least maintained second, at the very least, and establish ourselves. We have consecutive years in the Champions League, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and then they got Nunez, Man City, so just added another one.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
they got that team, man.
Free my guy Paulinho. It's a German.
He did medical, He did a medical too. Took pictures, everything.
Bro, follow to the pace, man.
Is that what you call blue balls? Why didn't it happen? Did Fulham do something?
Because
they did a De Gea on him.
Apparently, because Fulham said that they didn't have a replacement, so they're not gonna let him go.
Which is, I mean, why would you agree to the deal that late then?
Yeah, I guess they thought they were gonna get someone else, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
One more quick one before we leave. The England squad. Maguire is in the squad. Calvin Phillips is in the squad. Jordan Henderson's in the squad.
Okay,
Sterling's not in the squad.
he should be.
What are your thoughts?
The only real issue I have is with Henderson. Henderson's not at the level. He hasn't been at the level for a few years. I know he's a senior player, but I feel there's other options. With Maguire, I don't really see another centre back to replace him or to leave him out. I think he's that influential in the squad. I don't think there's anybody else. And Calvin Phillips, again, in that DM position, who else is there really as a DM?
But
I know on principle they shouldn't be
on
there, but
principle, man,
really and truly, who else is there though? You're gonna put James Ward-Prowse there?
I'll take an extra defender or midfielder. I mean,
Attacker.
defender, striker, winger.
Yeah.
I'm not taking him, man.
On principle. Yeah, I hear it. So what do you think of Maguire though?
Maguire shouldn't be in the squad.
But then who should be then?
I think they should give someone like Lewis Dunk a chance.
Yeah, to be
Or
fair,
Dan
yeah.
Burn. Lewis Dunk, Dan Burn.
I think Dunk should. I think Maguire should be in the squad. He's one of the best English centre backs. But I think Dunk should be there too. If Harry Maguire can be there, Dunk can be there.
Yeah. Why not? Dunk should.
I don't think is Gallagher there.
Gallagher's there.
He shouldn't be there.
That's what I'm saying. Gallagher's there. Right, no Nick Pope. Interesting.
Is Jared Bowman there?
Oh no, Dunk is in the squad.
He is.
Yeah, Dunk is in the squad.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, I'll put Dan Burn instead of Maguire. Left-footed.
Wait,
they got Cole as well.
Tomori's in the squad too.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Headler should not be there. Gallagher shouldn't be there. And yeah, other than that, I'm fine. I'm happy Eddie made it, but Eddie won't probably play. But isn't there? Is it a qualifier or is it a friendly coming up? My point. The point I want to make: if it's a friendly, experiment with the team.
Yeah.
If it's not, fair enough. Play your main guys.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, that's that. Eddie, yeah, Eddie's in the squad. They'll bring him on for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I got a sneaky feeling he can take that shirt after Kane. After Kane, there's Tony and just him. Who else is there? And I think he can take that shirt.
Wilson's
older than
yeah,
he's older. I think it's just Eddie.
There's a chance, yeah.
I think that could be his shirt.
Because I can't think of anyone else that's up and coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a chance for him. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's that. Another episode of 245 Sports. Let us know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Who's better?
Wonyi
or Darwin Nunez? Let us know.
Who would you rather have in your team as a striker? We're doing that, yeah, striker, yeah?
Yeah.
Right,
Wonyi or Nunez?
I know who's the bigger threat. I know who's going to get me more goals.
Oh yeah, man, we're out.